Hello folks, welcome to Dungeonmans. I'm going to check out this game. So, what I wanted to do is to do this live on stream, and for some reason my internet was acting up severely, and I have been having problems with my ISP for a while now, and I think I'm going to actually do something about that pretty soon. But right now, streaming just wasn't possible. I was just like losing every frame, essentially. And I have not been using like a particularly high bitrate or anything. I'm streaming at 720p, and like this should work, but it didn't. So that's bad. So I'm just recording this right now. This is just going to go up on YouTube. I'm sorry about that. I would love to have streamed this, but that's just not happening right now, and it's a bummer. Okay, so Dungeonmans. This is a game that I bought at some point, but haven't really played yet, and I have very little idea what this actually is. I have some ideas. I kind of know a bit about this, but only in the most general sense. This is one of the games that was released during, I guess, the heyday of indie roguelike games. There was sort of the roguelite boom that got sort of started with Spelunky, and for a while there, for like a year or something, a roguelike became kind of the indie genre du jour. Everybody was suddenly incorporating roguelike mechanics into their games. And, you had a lot of what people called roguelites, which were sort of games from other genres, like platformers or shooters or everything kind of with a sprinkling of roguelike mechanics, like permadeath and, permadeath, procedurally generated levels, all that stuff. And usually they also incorporated some stuff to make it a little bit more palatable for the broader indie audience, like persistent progression mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And so that was like, suddenly everybody was talking about roguelikes. People were starting to complain about roguelikes, that, oh no, not another roguelike, man, I'm drowning in roguelikes. Stop making roguelikes. I want to have designed games again. I want to have level design again. Which, is maybe a bit of a problematic notion, because there's obviously a lot of design that goes into a roguelike and so on. But whatever. Dungeonmans is one of the games that was released sort of in the wake of that, as on Steam, as a commercial game. That is like something, for example, like Dungeons of Dreadmore, that hews closer to sort of the traditional idea of a roguelike, which is sort of an RPG thing, tile-based, turn-based, that kind of stuff. That hews closer to sort of the template that Rogue laid out in the 80s, at the start of the 80s. So, and that's kind of all that I know about it. And we're going to start and check this game out for a bit. Don't you worry if you want to watch me playing Stone Soup. I'm going to continue playing Stone Soup. No worries about that. I just want to, I have made this playlist called Jay Plays Other Roguelikes, and I want to get a bit of variety in there, right? A bit of some different games, and I want to sort of check out different games and sort of get a broader view of different roguelikes, because I've kind of played the classics and Case of Cut. That's kind of it. So, okay. Let's start we have load game, new academy. Let's take a look at the options real fast. Screen shake, obviously, you have to have screen shake in your indie game. Full screen is off right now. This option is useless. Does nothing, is useless. Okay, so yeah, we can already see kind of a tone that this is establishing. It's a bit, it's a bit whimsy. There's a bit of whimsy going on here, which is okay. hide mouse. Okay, so we do have mouse controls, yeah, and we do obviously have keyboard controls. I'm not that huge on mouse controls in roguelikes. We're going to see. I think New Academy is playing a new game. So let's do that. Found a new academy. Well, let's do that. Our story begins in a forgotten age, a legend lost in histories that were buried in old myth. On the unfamiliar shores of an untamed land, a hero strode forth to... No, don't be silly. That hero is not you. Okay, strode forth to bring the light of knowledge and civilization to a wild continent known only as... Okay, so we can give the continent a name. And we have Start Heroic Adventure and Start Iron Man's Adventure. Okay, so I guess Heroic Adventure is going to be the persistent progression thing, and Iron Man's is going to be no progression. Iron Man's Adventure is for veteran, experienced and skilled players with something to prove. The Academy is a lost ruin. Nearly all Academy items are useless, so the Academy seems to be the thing that is the persistent progression thing. You should play in Heroic Adventure mode and enjoy all the fun of the Academy. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we can pick that lets us play Heroic and Iron Man's. Okay, we're going to start with Heroic, whatever. We're going to start with Heroic. You know, I have kind of a thing with persistent progression in roguelikes. I'm generally kind of fine with unlocking stuff, right? With sort of unlocking new character classes, whatever. You know, lock some stuff behind something to do. That's, for example, what Tales of Margial does, right? So you play the game, and while playing the game, then suddenly you have unlocked the character class of Goblin Summoner. I don't know, whatever, right? So that I'm kind of okay with that. I like it when games don't have that. I like to have all the options available at the start. But you know, you have to have, you know, I guess you have to have some carrot that you can dangle in front of the player on a stick. I'm kind of iffy about sort of progression that sort of changes the in-game variables of your next runs, you know? Like you find something or you do something that increases the stats of your next character, right? Something like that. Or you do something that makes you start out with better weapons. Stuff like that. I don't really like that because that makes me feel that I have to grind runs, that the first runs are just grindy runs, to actually be able to even finish the game at some later point, at some arbitrary point when the stats that I've grinded out are enough to do that, right? I think the most egregious game in that sense, a lot of people like that game, and it's fine to like that game, but for me was Rogue Legacy. That was just grinding stats until, you know, that was just one persistent progression thing. So runs in this game became more like, I don't know, random encounters in a Final Fantasy game or whatever. And I'm not really into that. It's okay. I guess what they were going for. I get what they were going for, and that's a fine design decision. It's just not something I personally like. So and the reason for that is that it is kind of hard to balance a game around that, right? Because you can go either in the one direction that I've already laid out, that you have to actually grind runs to be able to finish the game at some point, or you have to or you go in the other direction where you suddenly trivialize the game the more you play the game, right? Because it becomes too easy. And I think that's actually a hard balance to find. And I don't know if games are usually, I don't know, whatever. I don't know in which direction this game goes. We're just going to figure out how that works. So, yes, let's read that text here. The great hero brought with him but one thing, the iron spirit of a Dungeonmans. There's no greater force than the order of Dungeonmans. Well, kind of a, I don't know, that's kind of an assumption there. Each one a titan of monster-crushing greatness, an unparalleled treasure hunter, and veteran of 1,000 battles. Here, one of eldest and greatest of their champions set out to spread the light of the Dungeonmans to a new land. Okay? The great hero set out to build a mighty Dungeonmans Academy, an institution of higher learning and martial training, one that would serve as a beacon of civilization to the terrified native villagers, cowering in fear from what terror lurks outside their walls. Ah, flowery prose. And kind of... The writing is okay. I'm not sure I like the man's thing. I feel like the game gets a bit too cute for its own good. But yeah, whatever. The toy was not a small one, but eventually the academy began to accept its first students. Bright-eyed, young hopeful, willing to take up the course and bring war to those who prey upon the just. So the new students are probably our characters that we start, right? Of one young candidate, but the rigorous years of study required to be a true Dungeonmans. Okay, what's the candidate's name? We're going to be, I don't know. God. Again, forgot to pick a name. You know what? It's just going to be J. Okay, so what can we do here? Select one of the following stat blocks, or we can... Okay, so we get some stat rolling here. We have strength, okay. Increases health, increases stamina, increases all damage slightly, increases melee damage. Where other stats specialize, strength fortifies the entire Dungeonmans, okay? Yeah, so it does some different things here. Increase accuracy, range damage, defeat enemy blocking and parrying. Skills are important for any ranged fighter, okay? So we already kind of have to decide what we're doing here. Science, magic damage taken, effectiveness and duration of potions, scrolls and your debuffs on enemies, okay? Increases detection chance. Science is a measure of your wisdom and knowledge. Foom is mana and magic damage, okay. I don't know what we're gonna play. I think this one here works out, looks nice. I think this is kind of the best role. Or if we were to play a magic character, we would have that, but I think I'm just going to go boring for the start. So let's do this. And this is the classes. So we get, okay, we get sort of a tier list in terms of difficulty to play, I guess. So Ranger, Fighter, Wizard, Bannerman, Necromancer, oh yeah, right, Psychomancer, Necromancer, Southern Gentleman, whatever that is, Dungeonmans, Touristmans, for advanced players only. I think we're going to just start boring with the rookie class, so the game kind of recommends that, I guess, as a start. So, being a ranger, expert with bows, okay, well, let's do that, whatever. And it has a perk system, okay. What do we have? Southern Born. Base health is increased by 5 and 100% resistant to stuns. That sounds nice. Can't read books. Eat delicious books to restore health and gain small XP boost. Book burner, okay. Scrounger. Find more coin and loot in breakable world items. Deal more damage when you're gravely injured, okay. Yeah, so there's some build possibility. Plus 20 AP gain. What's AP? 1 extra action every 5 rounds. That's also good. Take 15% more damage from everything. What is AP? Action points. No. Academy points? I don't know. Electrolyzed stamina recovery ticks faster and is more potent. All mana gains are increased by 20%. Okay, so we have a stamina and a mana system. So I guess stamina is kind of the mana for physical attacks, I would guess from this. All weather, take 30% less fire and ice damage, deal 30% more fire and ice damage. Nice, so that is for sort of elemental attacks. Immune to bleeding damage, minus 20 AP gain. Okay, so this is essentially the opposite to pneumatized, yeah. Mono perk disorder. Okay, so if we only want to pick one perk, we can do that. Is there any benefit for that? Maybe not. Maybe that's just an additional thing. An additional thing. World champion. More champion monsters will spawn in the world. More champion monsters will. Okay, so there are also things that are sort of additional challenges and all that stuff. So that's nice. Mad Thirsty. The first potion you drink in a round does not cost you an action. Okay. Stamina and mana powers are 20% more expensive. So you have a greater reliance on potions that you find and not really on your powers. That's interesting. Using a stamina-based power creates strain for 2 rounds instead of 5. Okay, strain. Is that a cooldown or something? Dread Purple. I have no frame of reference for a lot of these. So, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to do... Where are we? What was the... Stamina recover is faster. Let's do that. And there's Tireless. Strain for, you know, stamina-based power. I don't know if we need stamina. Let's just do that. That seems to be a bit of a thing. So, okay, so there are actually women you can play. So then you are a Lady Ranger Man. Lady Ranger Mans. Okay. Yeah, that's apparently how it goes. Okay, let's pick her. Okay, female beast, who cares? Okay, I like that. I like who cares. I like who cares. Let's do that. Okay, this is... I enjoy that. Okay, to adventure. Let's get into the game, finally. And we start at the Dungeonmans Academy. Congratulations, as the first developer, there's much that rests upon our shoulders. Before you go, brief words of advice to nudge you in the right direction. Let's do that. Danger lies to the east and south. The farther you go, the darker and more cunning your foes become. As you venture far from civilization, the danger will increase. If you go too bold and are surrounded by foes you are not equal to, none can save you but yourself. Okay. In the farthest corner of the land lives the dread Purplonians, a vile race that's the enemy of all good men. Yes, let's have some fantasy racism. Twisted Master. No doubt that the dread Purplonians are the greatest known threat. Crushed once and for so that's I guess that's sort of the end game then, to fight those folks. The Academy is your home. Should you find any Academy artifacts, bring them back post-haste. Benefit not only for yourself, but for other students. Okay, so that's the persistent progression. As it so happens, there's an Academy artifact, triple coiled decalcinator. A stinking flock of scrowbots invaded our halls in the dead of night and made of the heart of our alchemy lab. Return it to me. Okay, that's a quest. No, dear Jay, there's no quests, your path is your own. So it does not have a quest system. I kind of like that, actually. I'm not a big fan. I like it when games don't really have formalized quest systems. It's okay. Caves of Cut is my favorite game. That game has quests. But, I enjoy more open-ended things. I understand. Thank you. Wall of text just down the hall. Knowledge everlasting. Okay. So let's explore this. Academy War Chest. Sometimes have rewards for you placed in here. While your Academy upgrades will help future graduates, the items in this chest will help you right now. Okay. Curious Orb, it floats. Yeah. Stop destroying the planet, it's where I keep my stuff. Okay, that's sort of the big wall of text, I guess. Let's take a look at this. So, we have a bow, 1d5 -1, Terry bow, so that's a bad one. Yesterday's knife, so we have ranged weapons, melee weapons, Jay's left fist, that's nice. Rebels leather, medium armor, okay. We have tin steel door spikes. Spike the door and hold it shut. Aha! so we can actually shut doors with that, and monsters have to break it. Okay, that's a nice tactical option. Who are you? Oops, no. Libromancer. Library. Give books you don't want to the headmaster. Okay, and that will upgrade the library, whatever that does. Okay. Who are you? Alchemy lab. So we need to find items for that. Miserable excuse. Okay, so we can upgrade that. Okay, so this is just our sort of home base that we can upgrade. Yeah, I see. Okay, and the armory. Trash gear. I'd like you to melt down. Okay, so we can get rid of trash loot, I guess. Let's upgrade our starting weapons and armor. Okay. You get tin steel, and so you melt down that stuff, and you can use that stuff to upgrade starting equipment for the next characters, I guess. You're probably going to find better stuff, so this just sort of accelerates the start, I would guess. Who are you? Speed digging Pete. Nice and empty. Oh, graveyard. Okay, so that's probably the characters that have already died. Who are you? Academy Battle Master. Head out into the world and defeat champions, those monsters with the glowing red aura. Bring back the proof of strength that they drop. You're making yourself stronger, bolstering every future Academy graduate. Yeah, and there we go. That's already it. So, So we're going to have to do some grinding across runs. But this is where we can increase our stats, and then future characters will also get stat increases from what we do right now. Not huge on that, so let's go out into the overworld. So we have our academy here. This is the map. Dungeonmans Academy, Babby's first dungeon. Okay, convenient scrollboard Warren. I guess this is where we have to go first, right? Friendly town, prosperity in 0 of 1. And that's also Muckwaddle Bluff, also a friendly town. Ookfell's dungeon. Okay, so let's go first here, then there, I guess. Let's just enter. Okay, that's not what you do. No. No, that's not the thing. Plus is also not it. Enter! You just press enter and go in. Okay. Convenient scrollboard Warren. Foolish red creatures. Okay. Setting up their squalid home. Not a stone's throw from the Dungeonmans Academy. It is as if they want to be crushed. Keep a watchful eye, careful, cautious, on guard. Okay. Scroll. Alright, and we can shoot them. I must say, this is a nice feeling game. Like, you know, the screen shake, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we have the classic scroll system, you know, have weird names, we don't know what they do. We know their worth, which is kind of weird, right? So this is 6 gold and 25 silver. And these are worth less, so this probably does something better. Copper longsword, that's a better melee weapon, so let's get that going. And yeah, let's just start exploring the dungeon. Okay. So, if I'm going to play this a bit longer, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one persistent academy. And, you know, do runs in those and you know, do some roguelike runs. Because, some proper roguelike runs. Without persistent progression as well. Because, just kind of, because that's what I enjoy more. We got some more scrolls and a mana potion that we already know. So we don't have to identify potions, I guess. Okay, shooting things. Okay, we do have a few skills. Let me take a look at those. Can we actually... Okay, we have a quick dash. Quickly dash requires wearing medium armor into a nearby tile and assume a 1-round defensive stance that increases your dodge and will redirect any ranged attacks that miss you. Okay, that's cool. The range is increased by 1 every time you use this ability while strained. Okay, so this is actually the perk that we picked, that we are strained not as long, is actually worse in that way for this skill. Interesting. Stick and move requires bow. Jump up to 3 spaces away, automatically firing a shot at the nearest target. Okay. Okay, so I have to take a look at this. Congealed tangerine potion. Okay, so this is an unidentified thing. Warm ruby filter, probably as well. Okay, so this is kind of the classic thing. Defensive defending. Consume this book to gain 1 point in shield craft. Rigorous training in the use of shields. Okay. I mean, we could use shields, right? Though we use bows? You know what? Let's just do that. Boom. Defensive defending. Now we can use shields. Where's our skills? Quick dash, stick and move, high guard, requires shields. You hunker down and raise your shield. Powerful block bonus for a few rounds. Okay, so we have another skill here. What do I press for this? Ah, skills and powers, S. No. That's the map. What do I need to press for that? Oh dear. Masteries, A. Okay, there we go. Okay, adventure, shieldcraft. Can we put that here? Ah, that's how it goes. One-hand weapon use, archery. So we have 2 points in archery. There's dungeon dervish. That's dual wielding. Okay. That's more for a fighter type, I guess. So that's archery. We have 2 skills in archery already. Ranger's focus. There's a lot of stuff to take in here. After 3 rounds of not firing your ranged weapon, you gain Ranger's Focus, which greatly increases the damage of your next ranged attack. Okay, alright. So, it's kind of good for... Oh no, equipping a shield prevents you from firing your bow. So we're not going to use shields. I should have looked at that. Well, such it goes. Medium armor. Quick dash, bend like a reed. Bonus to dodge for round. Okay, so we can increase that stuff. That's good for us. So we have light and real armor. So we have 3 tiers of armor here. Armor and you. Fighterman's sword and board. Okay. So shield is stupid, but for a fighter, sword and shield, that works. Wizardman's, Rangerman's, here we go. Skirmish archer, we already have that, and that's just a bunch of skills. Power drive, Pinomizer, that we can learn. Okay, good. Necromancer, so these are kind of the skills, right? And that is Polearm, Bannerman's, yeah, that's of the different classes, I guess. Southern Gentleman's, I get it. Psychomancer, Fieldwork, what is this fieldwork? Cartography. Grants overworld combat bonus, random combat encounter, so these exist in the overworld with a powerful combat buff. Increases dungeon sense. Your ability to sense hidden object in dangerous situations is enhanced. Building on top of the knowledge gained at the academy library. Okay. Master's programs, don't know what that is. And that's it. Okay. There doesn't seem to be much there. It seems to be rather straightforward, the character building. But what is a psychofocus? As you train more psychomancy, this item grows in power. I don't think we're going to do psychomancy, but let's just equip it, why not? Oops. Yeah, okay. Let's go through this, and yeah. It's rather easy so far, but that's probably going to change, right? I mean, I'm also playing sort of the most basic character imaginable, I guess, as the ranger. Yeah, let's just play this for a bit. Let's just get into and just see what comes. Goblin. I must say, the game feels, again, I've already said this, but the game feels really nice to play. You know? Like in terms of sort of audio-visual feedback. That's kind of a... yeah. Level up. Okay, nice. So what do we do now? Okay, we have more health and stamina. And yeah, we have one unspent point. So I guess we're going to get that. Shellbreaker shot. Heavy piercing shot that drastically lowers the target's armor. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that because we're not going to use it. Can I put that away? Fuck me. Ah, yes, I can. Iron Marksman. Let's put that in. Okay, and yeah, we have a useless skill with the shields now. So you get skill points, and you also can learn skills via books. Okay, bunch of scrolls. Right now I don't see myself needing to use any of that. Okay, some larger enemies, but still not really all that dangerous, I guess. This kind of seems like a nice casual roguelike so far. I don't know. You know, just to play for winding down a bit, but let's see how challenging that thing will get, right? Like I don't... It seems rather easy so far, but this is just the start of the first dungeon. Like, this does not need to mean anything. But the enemies are just kind of trash enemies. They don't really pose any kind of threat, which... Okay. Who are you? Scrowbold Shaman. Shaman, right? There's no shame in being a shaman. Okay, that is something. Priceless and rare historical artifact. Return to the Academy Headmaster. Okay, that's an Academy item. Alright. Scroll, warm ruby filter, another one of these. And we are collecting a bunch of stuff. Dirt caster's mini cloak. So that's light armor. We cannot use that because we don't have the skill. Okay. Have we found anything else? No. Oops. Yeah, that was some damage here. But we need to start using my skills. Right now I don't really need to. We found a discount short bow. 1d6 is better than 1d5 minus 1, definitely. So let's use that instead. Prance Elf Limp Caster. Seems to be a magic weapon. A Spore Tizer. Okay. Yeah, the game has a bit of a whimsy tone here. It can be a hard balance. You know, sometimes that, you know, I don't need grimdark stuff, don't get me wrong, but sometimes that can get a little overbearing. But yeah, let's continue. I'm kind of like, ooh dear, berserker. Okay, let's jump out of the way. That works. Let's do that. Oh, already dead, good. Wasn't that strong. Okay, yeah, things are getting a little more... Yeah, we're encountering a bit more danger here, which I'm enjoying. And so far I'm having like a nice bit of fun with this. I can see myself playing this for a bit. Banded shoulder poncho, so that's real armor. Heavy armor is called real armor, that's kind of nice. It's kind of, I don't know, this is kind of relaxing to play. Okay, so now we have another thing. Power drive. Fire powerful explosive arrow that deals around whatever damage. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Recoil will send you backward 1 spaces, okay, if there's room. You automatically fire at 1 additional target for the next 8 rounds. So that is against groups of enemies, that is against single strong enemies. We're probably going to get everything here, right? Like there is not even that many choices here. Let's get that one. I enjoy the sound of that. Okay. Okay, let's try that, right? We have 2 enemies there. And we shot 2 arrows. Okay, I see how that goes. I mean, yeah, this is the starter dungeon. Probably alright that this is rather easy. Okay, I think we need to actually find out what our identify scores are at some point. But I don't really have anything that really needs identifying. Okay, so this is not usable. This is Tin Steel Slammer. Okay, so these are just different. Now they do the same damage, but I guess there's different types of damage. You know, sword, or like maybe like cutting damage and blunt damage, something like that, with different resistances or something. That would make sense. Okay. Yeah. That. Zip. Zip. Okay, we actually shot, that actually went through the wall, interestingly enough. We couldn't attack the enemy ourselves, but with the skill, it did it. Huh. Yeah, so far this is nice and simple. To the point of probably not going to be my main roguelike, but okay. Lurkmork Rage Spear, so that's the champion apparently over there. So let's attack you first. Let's do the armor piercing on you. And yeah, let's shoot them a bit so they come close. And I should jump away now. Shoot them a bit. Oh dear, now I have strain. Okay, yeah, that's a bit more damage. They can also... oh well, that's it. Okay. That wasn't too bad, but we actually started using some of our skills and some tactics. Some basic tactics. That's good. Tin Steel Cuirass, we can probably not use that, no. But we got a Splinter Grip Chopper +1, a stronger melee weapon. I've not used melee weapons yet. What is this? Flippy Floppies. Proof of Strength. Okay, that's probably what we can use to increase our stats. By this axe I crush. 1 point in Legendary Armsman. I'm probably not going to use that. And that's the Annicated Mifribulator, which is an academy item. Okay, well, let's bring all that stuff back. Yeah, there's a bit of a... I must admit that the carrot on the stick dangle is kind of working on me right now, you know? I can be a bit of a simple person sometimes, and it does its trick. Okay, I think we're done here. And we can smash a few pots and so on. I think this is just a convenient portal that takes us out of the dungeon. Have we explored the right? Yes. No, we don't really. I always get the thing of wanting to explore everything. It also appears to me that there's no food system, like no food clock or anything, which is... okay. So we can linger around if we want, I guess. Or maybe there's a time system that things are going to progress, but it... like from what the headmaster said, it seemed to be it's only based on proximity to the academy, so that things get more dangerous the farther we travel out. Right? Okay. Another discount shortbow seems to be the same thing. Wait, let's do this, and let's do this, and shoot everyone. There we go. There we go. Everything's dead. Copper longsword that is unidentified. Seems to be +1. But unidentified. Used caster skirt, so this is trousers, but for light armor, so Not really usable for us. Mana potion, another one. Tin steel hammer. There's a lot of loot. You're collecting a lot of crap here. Okay. Alright. I guess that's that. Some more enemies to fight. That's okay. Gives us a bit of experience. And yeah, let's do the thing that you're not supposed to do. But no, don't keep a button pressed. That's the cardinal sin in roguelikes. It does not seem to be too much of a problem here right now. Well, took some damage there. Let's not get too cocky. Okay, now this is clear. Now let's go back here, I guess. And let's talk to the headmaster. Give us some books. Yes, please take them. Expanded the library to level 1. Great. Okay. Further... I should have probably read that, what that means. And to give you some relics. It belongs in a museum. Now all we need is a museum. Here, close your eyes. He founded the Dungeonmans Academy Museum. Now you know future graduates will gain monster knowledge for each enemy defeated in battle. Monster knowledge will let you see more detailed information about your enemies in the field. Okay. Provide you with an edge in combat. When your knowledge reaches a certain point, you will generate a book of true things. Collection of indisputable facts you can return to the headmaster. Okay. So then the monster is going to be identified for future characters as well. Do I have anything else? More relics? Okay, the proof of strength. Raising your base stats. Alchemy lab. Okay. Potions up to tier 1 pre-identified. Okay. I see, so the library is probably going to do the same thing for scrolls. Okay, I see how that works. Can we also do mysterious gear identify? Okay, so we can identify everything here. Jesus, that's... Jesus, can't just do that. The boots on your feet disappear. And in return a different treasure will appear nearby. Okay, that's very specific. That's a very specific scroll effect. Pin to win. Pins a monster in place for at least 2 rounds. Duration is improved based on their size. Okay, that's cool. Ignore laughable projectiles. Few rounds of protection against lesser enemy slings and arrows. Okay, there's a lot of, there's a lot of cool stuff here. Identify, that's clear. Carefully escape dungeon. Okay, so that just takes us out of a dungeon. Takes 20 rounds. Bolster weapon. Okay, bestows a minor positive enchantment on a weapon. May fail on items already enchanted. Okay, so this seems to be permanent. I'm not going to use it on those because I'm probably going to find better stuff soon. Scroll of bees, please. Spray a terrifying cone of bees. That's nice. Greedy grin of Yanseer. Location of all treasure in this area. Okay. Mana potion, heartburn potion. Taking constant damage and dealing fire damage with melee attacks. Don't really need that. Healing potion, general purpose antidote. Armor potion. Increase your armor for 20 rounds. Okay. Door spike, rebel's leather. That's the same that we already have. Terrible. Yeah, anything good here? A venomous copper longsword. That's better. Let's use that then. So we have +1. But this is not enchanted. This is just a better one. And venomous is then the enchantment. So if we have +1, we don't need to identify. But yeah, that stuff. So let's talk to this guy. Here's some trash gear. All of my unlocked non-magical gear. Okay, tin steel. That can't unlock gear that can't be psycho tossed, whatever that means. Note it all down. All my unlocked gear. Okay, we don't have anything else. Okay, that just gets rid of all the equipment that we didn't need to use, but you keep the scrolls and stuff. That makes sense. Make something from blueprints. I don't have that. War gear vault. Capacity, legendary and set piece quality. You can store them. Okay. Upgrade hammers. Okay, we can use tin steel to upgrade hammers that you can use on your own gear. I see. So you unlock those. Adds cold damage, fluid, total damage, and we need these resources for that. Okay. And upgrade starting, you need also these resources. Good. Brillo. Okay, hello folks. Hello folk. That was almost like talking to you peeps. Mysterious items, monster knowledge, and that's the museum. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're done here. Let's just explore some more. I mean, we can go to the other dungeon. We could also go to a town. I feel like fighting some more. We're going to go to a town later. How about that? Enter, please. Okay. The Ukfels. Dark, quite oppressive, a folly of ancient religion. Where lies the master of this domain? Combat tunic, discount shortbow, street jid, critically dies. Okay. So different enemies. Oops. Dungeon crab rat. That's very interesting. Combat tunic. Okay. Totally knows where you are, secret door. Okay, so we... You have a good feeling about this pool. That's what our dungeon sense says. We don't already have... I think we didn't put any points into dungeon sense yet, but maybe we should, because that will increase that. Okay. Full of pep, recovering resources at a faster rate for 100 turns. Okay, I see how that goes. That's just a minor buff. Don't want to shoot myself, I want to shoot that snake. Let's drink that. 20% extra damage for 100 turns. Okay. Do that. Ooh. Filthy Mostly was waiting at the bottom of the pool, waiting for friendship. Oh, are you my friend? Oh, my friend. Okay. Good feeling about that one. Exceptionally clear-headed. Oh, 100 plus XP gain. Good. Oh god, XP gain, yeah. Plus experience gain for 100 turns. That is nice. Okay, so you count as a monster, but you like me. That's very nice. You look kind of ghastly though. So I don't know how cute I may find you, but Fuminologist's Cookbook. 1 point in Fuminology. We're probably not going to do that. That seems to be magic. I'm just going to give that to the library. Are you also going to help me fighting? I don't know. Hooligan. Discount shortbow. Not quite so much a powerhouse anymore. Yeah. We have 3 discount shortbows, all the same. Blandles is medium armor. They go on your feet. Don't have anything there, so let's put that on. And more flippy floppies. And don't actually take a look at that. Knowledge range 0. Okay, so you... Not range, knowledge rank 0. Man, I'm just getting words wrong all the time right now. Mysterious artifact from history. That's nice. I'll probably deliver that to the academy and get something out of it. Another unidentified copper longsword. And a bunch of mundane enemies. I think our chap has gone. And we can stand here and have hearts around us. How nice. I want to stand there for all eternity. Okay, there's another one. Another hooligan? No, it's a street jid. Discount shortbow +1. Yeah, that's going to go. into our inventory. Yeah. It does more damage. Because they +1 to this damage. Terry boots, and I think we're done here. This is more of a classic dungeon, isn't it? Like this is sort of, you know, this is very roguelike-y. So that was albino tusker. These are rabbits with tusks, I guess. Town guard shield. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, let's jump away and shoot you. There's nothing here. Oh dear, gutter chemist. I think these are just kind of the bandits. Feeling there's something secret around here, but we don't know where. There it is. Used book merchant. Okay. Okay, these are different scrolls. What does it do? We don't know. It is very expensive. We don't have that. Okay, it's a 3-star scroll. So, okay, these, oh dear, these are extremely expensive. Can you rob them? Maybe not. Let's not do that right now. That's probably going to be the end of the character, and I don't want to see how far we can take them without any, you know, without any thing. God, talking without any of the permanent upgrades, because this is our first character. I wonder how the game is balanced, if you can actually finish the game with the first character. You have to, right? Because we can do roguelike runs. Like the Dungeonmans seems to be that there's no academy. I think that is what the implication of that was. Okay, let's do this. And attack multiple enemies at once. Oh yeah, we shot through the wall. This actually enables us, like this skill enables us to shoot through walls if we can fight, if we can shoot an enemy that is in sight. Huh, cool. Anything that we can use? No. Melee weapons seem to be rather useless for us right now. Maybe if we find some cool stuff at some point, we can use them as well, but bows seem to be our primary attack, and we can also use bows in melee, so, you know, we can shoot things that are directly in front of us. Okay. I like this mechanic, actually. Like, you know, you have a bit of time to leave that area. And then, yeah, I like that. Okay, that's the stairs down, but we have some more stuff to explore, so let's go north. We are focused right now. Do some extra damage. Yeah, the focus mechanic is also kind of nice. Okay, there are 3 folks here. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to do this. Oops. Okay, they have a chain that they can use to yank us around. I like that. I like positioning play in roguelikes. That's sort of, I enjoy that in combat. Okay. Gutter chemist. We have some better door spikes. I haven't yet had any reason to use the door spikes, but okay, level up, good. So, we can get some armor stuff. Bonus to dodge for 1 round, ready for anything. All-purpose defensive stance. Arrow time, bonus to dodge. Range attacks, you deflect it toward an enemy. If you are forced to move, strain will be cleared. And the unstable effect will be... Okay, interesting. There's some stuff here. I think... Okay, we can do this and get that. You know what? I'm going to get that. To have something for strong enemies. I also want to get also some of the dungeon delving stuff, right? Like the advanced... Like this stuff is probably good to get as well. But for now, I think we're good. And I think that's it. That is definitely it. Let's go towards the stairs. See if we can find anything good. Down there. Okay, nothing good, just a few trash enemies. This dungeon also does not seem to be very challenging. Oops. Yeah, these bandits seem to be stronger. Oh, there's a bee. Okay, let's do that. Shoot both of you at the same time. Yeah, they take more hits, for example. Okay. Oh dear, there's more of them. Yeah. Ooh. Oh cripes. Yeah, I see. This is getting there. This is super getting there. I like it. I enjoy it very much. Oops. Bombs. More things to worry about. No, it gets more tactical. I like that. Okay. What do we have here? Scroll of bees, please. Oh yeah. Also, we have a bunch of scrolls and potions and whatnot. I have to keep in mind that we can use them. Alright, let's go here. There's another bees. Another bees, another bee. Boom, boom. Haven't yet found any shoulders. Or pants, for that matter. Okay, something secret around here. Alright, let's see. Here, there we go. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of Are these enemies? I think they are. Let's do that. Let's jump away. Shoot. 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 Oh, that was rather easy. Oh no, there's even more. Jump away. And multiple. And let's go. I think that's it now. Alright. Any more secret areas from here? Doesn't seem to be. Nope. Alright. Yeah, this is very, it feels very streamlined and very simple. But I'm kind of having fun with it so far. Magical loafers. Okay. No use for that. Not much in terms of equipment progression. We're just finding a lot of stuff that is for other classes so far. Okay. Used caster skirt. Yes, indeed. Oh, jeepers. Okay, we need to get out of here. We need to... You know what? I'm going to do this as well. Oh, no. Okay, we cannot jump through enemies. Let's do that. Oh. Baloney. I think we can do it. Yes, we can. I think this also hurts enemies. The fire, which is nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the game starts throwing some more interesting stuff at us. I am into that. Spaltizer, limp caster, another copper short sword. Okay, I need to be more careful when going into rooms. More stuff that we don't need. Combat tunic +1. Iron toe kicks. Okay, we can actually use those. They are much better than the blandles. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to end the first video pretty soon. Yeah, and I'm just going to, I guess this is going to go as long as this run might go. Oh, shoot. Ah, there's a lot of you folks. They also can buff each other. I mean, my armor is broken, so no. Okay, let's kill you. I think we got through the thick of it. No, we didn't. Oh. Baloney. Oh shit, this might actually become a problem. Fuck, I might die. Okay, what do we have? Armor potion, bark skin. Healing potion. Let's use a healing potion and just go away for a bit. kill you, and you, and oh yeah, that was the first real danger. A ring, healing potion, limp caster, cured shoulders. This seems to be medium armor. Yes, it is. You know what? Time to use one of those things on the shoulders. Deft, decorative cured shoulders. Okay. Total parry. Yeah, that's probably good. Let's put that on. Also want to identify that ring. Battler's Bangle. Plus 10 melee, minus 10 ranged. Nope, I'm not interested in that. Okay. Oh yeah, there's some more, you know, my dungeon exploring OCD comes back in. Okay, there's that. Clear-headed, full of pep. Bad news, oh dear. Massive amount of extra damage. And poisoned. Not good. Wow, that's... okay, that's a lot of... you can actually kill yourself with that poison. I had antidote. Yes, I had. Here we go. Yeah? Okay. I'm enjoying what's happening right now. The game is taking off its gloves, kind of. Right. Where are the doors? Way over there. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works as well. Hey, scroll of identify. Good. Can always pick those up. And some buckler that we're not using because I want to keep fighting my bows. Unidentified scroll. That's nice. Mirrored Scooten. Okay. Wow, this is a larger area. Okay. Wait, we're going to jump out of here. Going to do this. Shoot through the walls. It's very fun. I really like how that works. Yep. Alright. More enemies. There we go. Alright. Haha. Yeah, now that the game actually picks up a bit, I'm enjoying this even a bit more. Again, I don't know... like, this works on a very... I don't know, on a very primal level, I guess. Like, it feels nice. Okay, and that. Good. Alright. Let's rest a bit. Can we rest until healed? Yes, that works. Again, I don't know if I'm going to play this forever now, but oh, I'm poisoned again. But I might, you know, I might occasionally play this. I might occasionally do a run. Like both as part of the academy and you know, seems to be a nice relaxing endeavor. Okay, murder you. Cured shoulders. A lot of crap. Man, this is a large floor. I think once I'm done exploring this, I'm going to end this video. Also, level ups seem to be way longer now. Okay, I think we're done. Lots of monster respawning as well. Let's go to the stairs, and that's going to be the end. Okay. It's kind of nice that you can already see all the monsters on the map, even if you don't physically see them. That's kind of weird, but I guess that's just part of the dungeon sense or whatever. Okay. Riot Girl. Oh dear. I have nothing against riot girls. Why do I have to fight them? I want to actually try this. Yeah, that's the explosive shot. Okay. I see what it does. Alright. You can kind of... It's kind of weird, right? You can... You really... Because there's no food clock and enemies respawn, you can just stay here and grind forever. But I think the thing that this game does is severely diminishing returns, right? I think a lot of enemies here only give us 1 experience. And yeah, we actually already take a lot of experience to do this, to level up again. So, yeah. Alright, I think I'm done here for now. That's Dungeonmans. I think I'm going to continue doing this run until this one ends. And then I'm going to switch back to Stone Soup for a while, I guess. And but I can see myself playing some more of this. Maybe off screen, maybe on screen, I don't know. Depends on how interesting this is. Or how interesting this is going to get later on. But we're gonna see. Thank you for watching, and see you again in my next video. Bye bye.